All right, today I'm selling a 1964 Guild Mark V from the Hoboken, New Jersey factory. Classical guitar from 1964. It was built handmade by Carlo Greco back in the early 60s. Like I said, 64. He made the Guild Mark Vs and the Mark VIs back then, as well as the Mark VIIs for a few years. If you want to find out more about the Guild classical guitar family, check out some of my other YouTube videos, including a thorough look at all the models on a PowerPoint presentation that I have presented on my YouTube channel also. But again, this particular model is the Mark V, and real quick, it's a spruce top with an ebony fretboard and a beautiful Brazilian rosewood back and sides. The sides there. Here, look at this back. You can see. Check the pictures on the YouTube or the eBay listing as well. But this Brazilian rosewood is just stunning, if you can see it. Back then, it's wood bound on the top and the bottom, wood bindings all the way around. It's got a rosewood fretboard and a brand new tusk saddle, and it has a brand new tusk nut as well. I have the original nut in the case. The case is a good condition hard shell case. It's not a Guild case, but it's a hard shell case in workable order. Check again my eBay listing on it. The tuners are not original, but they're Kolb tuners from the 1960s that Guild used. When I got this guitar, it didn't have tuners with it. I put these Kolb 1960s vintage Guild tuners on it. So they're not original, but they are period correct. And the frets are all brand new. This guitar was refretted. And when I got this guitar, there was an issue on the top. As you can see here, you can see remnants of a line. Now this has all been cleated. It's stable. It works wonderful. There's no issues with this top now, but it has been cleated. The bridge was taken off and cleated, the crack repaired, and then cleated. It also has a ding mark here. At some point it was dropped, but that's the history on this guitar. The rosette is original, and it does not have all the wood, little wood square pieces that they used to use and painstakingly put in there. It came to me like that, and I didn't want to replace it or repair it. I just kept it original. But that's the original rosette with, like I said, a lot of the wood filings are missing for some reason. I don't know why, what happened there. It has a Spanish foot connecting the neck to the body. And inside is the original label. Again, all the listing has all the details on this guitar. It's a wonderful Mark V. Real quick, the Guild family of classicals, they made 7 models. The first 3, the 1, 2, and 3 are typically the student models. The 4, 5, and a 6 were the more professional models because of the tone woods. Like I said, the Mark 4, 5, and a 6 did have Brazilian rosewood. The Mark V came in both Brazilian rosewood, Indian rosewood, and flame maple. And I've played all 3. I've owned all 3 in times past. The Mark IV came in flame pearwood, Brazilian and Indian rosewood, flame maple as well, and also Paduke. But the most common recipe was pearwood for the Mark IV. But the Mark V and the 6 came in both Indian and Brazilian rosewood. The Mark V also came in flame maple, like I said. But the Mark VI primarily was Indian and Brazilian rosewood. So this is a rare example for sale of a Mark V. With original Brazilian rosewood back and sides. So having said all that, I'm going to play it. Like I said, I owned all 3 Mark Vs. I had a flame maple Mark V, I had an Indian rosewood Mark V, both wonderful guitars. But this happens to be my favorite guitar favorite Mark V because I resurrected it from the dumpster, pretty much. Because the owner was going to just trash it or take the original top off and all that. I didn't want to do that. This is all original with repairs. It's all original except for the tuners. They're period correct Kolb tuners. They work fine. You can see the neck is mahogany with a skunk stripe, a maple skunk stripe up the neck, which is typical of what they did back then. Whoop. So again, let me play it for you finally. wonderful Guild Mark V from 1964. You can see some of the decorative binding in the back. And the neck angle's fine, the action's fine. This is a player's grade Guild Mark V. I have it priced accordingly. Normally they go anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 for a Guild Mark V or a Mark VI, depending on the condition, obviously. I've priced this based on the condition, and it's a very rare model. They only made between 400 and 500 Mark Vs in all of the time they made the Guild Classicals, and very few remain or exist back from the 60s in the Brazilian Rosewood. So this is a keeper for someone. I hate to leave it go, but I need to sell it because I'm relocating and looking for work, and so I have a Guild Mark 7. By the way, I'll just show you my Guild Mark 7, which is very similar to the Guild Mark 5. It's just a little bit fancier, has some more decorative strip on it. But the Guild Mark 7 has a fancier rosette and a longer scale. This scale is 25.5 inches. The Guild Mark 7 has a scale of 26.25. But a very wonderful guitar to play. It's a player's grade guitar. A wonderful nylon string classical. If I can play it properly. So good luck. Hope it goes to a good home.